you mean that's ridiculous? What do you mean it's not working? You mean they can see the background here? They can't see any creepy image. Oh, they can see a creepy image. But they can still see this background as well. What do you mean I look creepier? I look like a ghost. Well, that's very appropriate, isn't it? But the background here does look ridiculous. Okay. Well, looks like then it will turn back to normal in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys! Wow, that was certainly eventful, wasn't it? Anyway, I just thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Today I'm going to be talking about various haunted places, hence why you may have seen something unusual a moment ago. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 places in the UK and 2 places not in the UK. So, stay tuned as we delve into the world of spookiness. But spookiness, a good word? Yeah, I mean, come on. Writers. Huh? And I think we could probably have a better setting than this. Could we? Could we not at least have it a bit darker, maybe a light shining on my face? Ah, that's more like it. And now we'll start the list. Prepare to hear some of the most gut-wrenching and spine-chilling spooks you will ever hear. Now we shall begin. The number 5 spot. We'll go to a famous place on the Isle of Wight, most known in its folklore for paranormal activity. Arreton Manor. Now why is this place so famous in its hauntings? Why do all paranormal investigators like to go and visit this place? Well, I say all. A fair few. It's because it's said to be haunted by the ghost of a little girl called Annabel Lee, who was murdered by her own brother after he murdered her father. There has been reported sightings of people seeing Annabel Lee or sensing her presence, like with the Most Haunted team, for instance. We went to Arreton Manor a few years ago. Well, I don't actually know how long ago it was now, but it was at least a few years ago. And there's plenty of other apparitions and things going on there as well. Visit if you must. Number 4. Burford. You're probably wondering, hold on S1BORG, in what way is this town haunted? And what is Burford? Well, as I just said, it's a town not far from where I live. Burford is said to be haunted by a very few things, one of them being a phantom monk that is said to be haunting St John's Church and the graveyard outside of it. Some phantom bells are said to be still heard at Pacific time at midnight. I think it's midnight. Around that time as well, every night from St John's Church. But the story I'm really gonna talk to you about this time is to do with a couple from the 17th century, Sir Lawrence and Lady Tenfield. Now, who are these people, you may be asking? Well, they are a couple who moved into Burford Priory, a lovely medieval monastery converted into a private home. These people have been causing a lot of trouble for Burford, and even since they passed away, their spirits still have caused a lot of trouble, riding around in a spectral coach. Sometimes their coach was seen rattling in the air upon rooftops. 7 clergymen were called in to deal with these spectral spooks. And what they did, they managed to trap them in bottles and put them under a bridge, surrounded by water. And whilst this water was still going, the Tanfields could never, ever come out and cause havoc again. So they basically called Ghostbusters, essentially. You could pretend it was that, if you want. Moving on, and now we leave jolly old England and we go up north. And this will be the last time we are in the UK, because what we deal with afterwards will be something much, much more sinister. Anyway, I'm getting a bit more off topic there. I'm talking about Edinburgh Castle upon the hills. Now, Edinburgh is actually said to be one of the most haunted cities in Europe. And given what I've heard about Edinburgh Castle, if that is a close perception of what a lot of Edinburgh is like, then I can kind of see why. Now, this castle, like with a lot of castles, has quite a bit of a past, with a lot of wars going on, but the one thing I really want to talk about is the apparition of a young drummer boy every time he'd be seen on the field. Now, what's so bad about this drummer boy being seen? Well, it's said that seeing this drummer boy is a bad omen of bad things to happen. So literally every time he is seen, something bad happens. There's literally so many other things around Edinburgh Castle that are really, really spooky. Much like the dungeons, where loads of prisoners would be tortured and killed. Moving on to number 2, the Island of the Dolls. Isla Dinamunicas is another name for it. Now, what's there to say about this place that hasn't been already? The story goes that the caretaker of the island, Don Julian Santana Barrera, I just call him Don Julian for short, the caretaker of the island, has found a dead girl and was haunted by this dead girl and was leaving dolls there in order to appease the spirit of this dead girl. He realised that all the dolls he'd been collecting were possessed by the spirits of dead girls. And one day he was found dead, and most people believe he committed suicide from insanity. And ever since, people have been going there to put dolls up. It's a massive, massive hotspot for loads of paranormal investigators as well. I suppose you might have heard of Ghost Adventures, Zack and the Crew. It's a paranormal TV show in America, in case you're wondering. and they went out there, and the main guy in that show has a massive phobia of dolls. They went out there with a doll known as Harold the Haunted Doll, and well, I'll leave a link in the description so you can watch it for yourself. But all I can say is a lot of spooky stuff has happened. Anyway, moving on. And now for the number 1 spot. I mean the Catacombs of Paris, in case you're wondering, hence why I said we. We as in yes, not. Anyway, yes, the Catacombs of Paris. A massive underground place full of loads of dead bodies that just go on and on for ages. And it's been said that a lot of people have gone down there and gotten lost. There's a tourist part as well, which is where Pewdiepie has gone to. I'll leave a link in the description for that if you want to go and watch it. Of course, watch this first. Then you can watch that if you want. I mean, you probably have already seen it, but anyway. This all started in the late 18th century when major public health problems have tied cities' cemeteries. So they had to build catacombs for the rest so they could store much more dead people, essentially. It really is one of the creepiest places on earth. And I've been to Paris. However, I've not been in the catacombs. I actually wouldn't mind going in there, actually, although I'm probably not allowed. So I don't think I'm going to risk it. Because, I mean, apparently it is against the law over there to be going into the catacombs, apart from in the tourist bit, which is, of course, where Pewdiepie went. There is also a film based on the catacombs as well, from 2014, I think. It's called As Above, So Below. I gotta say, I actually really enjoy that film. So yeah, I've been to Arreton Manor, and I've been near the Catacombs of Paris. I've not been to any of the other places though, unfortunately. Anyway, now, I hope you all enjoyed that, and don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to see more. Yeah, that's enough of that. Anyway, till next time, this is S1BORG signing off.